What's up, guys? So, give a little quick breakdown of the next 4 weeks. So, moving into this next program, um, coming off the pause front squats, strict pull ups, Bulgarian split squats, and Grace and a 2K row. So, this time around, it's going to be a lot more Olympic lifting. Um, so, a lot of the stuff we did in the last 4 or 5 weeks was based a lot on really strict slow control movement. So now we're going to build on that with a little bit more explosive stuff. So on Mondays, we're going to split jerk. And so we will work on split jerk over the next 4 weeks and work into a max at the beginning of August. Um, Tuesdays are going to be built on working towards the workout Helen, which we'll do the week of the 14th. All right, so a lot of chest bar work, a lot of grip strength work, and some running will be mixed in, running and rowing and biking. So Tuesday will be a lot of kind of more endurance work mixed with some accessory stuff. Wednesdays will be cleans, whether power clean or clean variations, with some fun partner workouts, of course. Um, Moving split jerks to Mondays will allow us to do a little more variation of stuff on Wednesdays. So I really like that for this next 4 weeks. Thursday is going to be working towards some different bike intervals. Really getting comfortable with that bike and stronger on that bike. So it has a lot of carryover to our endurance. In my opinion, the bike is probably the one piece of equipment that carries over most to other things that you can see a lot of progress on as long as you're willing to push on it. It just kind of sucks to use, to be honest. Fridays, we'll be working on snatches. Now, these snatches are going to be, I would say, more so on the lighter side because we're going to be working towards Isabel. All right, which will be 30 snatches for time, kind of like the sister workout to Grace. For those of you who are not too into the barbell snatch, though, don't worry, we can adjust that and make the movements with dumbbell snatch as well. So that can be easily adjusted. So don't feel like, oh, Fridays we're snatching. I can't show up on Fridays. No, we'll just adjust it to power snatches. You'll get the same stimulus. Um, because we will, last time we did Isabel, we had a dumbbell variation. We'll do that same thing again. So it's either 30 barbell snatches or we did 50 dumbbell snatches for time for Isabel. So there is a dumbbell Isabel version. So if you're not quite into barbell snatches, don't worry about it. You need to show up on these Fridays because you'll be able to work on those dumbbell snatches. Saturdays, we have a couple seminars coming up on the 22nd, which will be this weekend. I'll put out a sign up sheet, but we'll do a snatch seminar. I'm not going to have too many open spots for this. But if the waiting list gets pretty big, then I'll either make 2 sessions or I'll open up another session for the following week, maybe instead of comp training, something like that. So make sure everyone can get in and work on those snatch skills as we're building on that. Saturdays will have a lot of dumbbell work involved in them. So be ready for that on Saturdays. And then August 12th, we'll have a nutrition talk. With that, just kind of some simple stuff you need to work on. Like we could talk about macros, but we'll talk about quality of food and what food you should be eating to have an effective workout plan and maybe some strategies for your nutrition to make things easier on yourself. So that'll be a good one. That won't have a limit on how many people can come. So we'll actually work out first that day, probably like a 30, 45-minute workout. And then we'll sit and have a little chat about nutrition for probably about another 45 minutes or so. All right. Looking forward to it, guys.